All right, what's up, my no grip community? Today, what I'm working on is I'm working on the Hellcat today, and yep, I got it on the lift. And this is not many YouTubers don't have a lift, sitting in their garage they can use to put their Hellcat up on a lift and work on it like I do. So I feel like I'm a little unique in that respect. And plus, I got Roscoe here. There's no other YouTubers with a Hellcat that's got a Roscoe, so we're all good over here. But today, what I'm doing is I'm doing the exhaust, or the active exhaust mod that all the other YouTubers have been talking about. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try. And but I do things a little differently around here. For you guys who've been following me for a little while, following this little bitty YouTube channel, I tend to do things halfway the right way. So, if you've seen any of those YouTube videos where the guys have been putting zip ties around their, I'll just go ahead and show you. So I've watched some of these cats on YouTube put zip ties around their active exhaust so it can hold the valve open, and that's just not the way we roll here at No Grip's house. Again, we do things halfway right. And when I mean halfway right, I go all out. I put the car on the lift and get it up in the air up here, safely. We're definitely safe. And I get the old Harbor Freight Chicago Electric MIG 170 wire welder out of here. Ground that exhaust right up right there. Oh yeah, and the best part is, when you don't have no way to plug in your Harbor Freight welder to the existing wiring in your garage, well, what do? You do it the right way, and you just wire it up. And so I took a little bit of 14.3 Romex. It's big a plenty for, this little bitty, I think this is only a 20 amp welder. So, that right there is a big a plenty to go safely into a breaker panel, which I installed many years ago, but it's still here and it works. And you just go ahead and put your Romex right in there. And what do? You are 50 amp, the double breaker 50 amp job in this thing, and boom, you got a welder in your barn. So let's go ahead and close that up right there and get back over to the Hellcat. So again, we're doing things halfway right over here at No Grip's house. And so what I want to show you is I've already done one, and I can't. My welding skills lend itself such that I can't hold an iPhone and weld at the same time. So I've already done one, but I'm going to do the other one over here in a minute. So I have them both going, and we'll have some nice, beautiful music coming out of these quad tailpipes back here. But see, pretty much I grounded that thing. I grounded it real good, to the welder right here. That's what you do with these wires. You got to ground what you're trying to melt together. And what I did was, we're not going to use none of this zip tie action right here. We're just going to go ahead and affix it permanently, so your exhaust gases won't melt your zip tie after about, 5 minutes of use. So I'm going to make sure this is for the long run right here. But what I did was I just took a little piece of stainless steel wire, and I took a couple of pliers and I bent it to fit perfectly in here so it will not interfere with the the mechanism that's supposed to make this thing work. When I put that back on, it won't know the difference, what I did. Of course, I did remove the little spring here, so it's gone. So I just took that little wire that I bent up with a couple needle nose pliers, and I gave it a little tack weld back here. See that little tack weld? Perfect for a novice welder. So anyway, I'm going to go over here and get the other side done. And when I get everything done, if I got enough time today, I'm going to put this car back down. Actually, I might even do it in the air. And I might crank it up and let y'all listen to it back here inside this enclosed barn. And y'all can tell me what you think. But I'll be back in a minute when I get the other side over here behind me done. All right, catch y'all in a few. All right, so I got this side done. But I wanted to show y'all a little more about how I bent and fabricated the little piece of wire I have here. It's just a little piece of stainless steel wire that I had laying around the barn. I had about, you know, I guess 3 or 4 feet of it. So this right here, let me see if I can get this in camera to focus for y'all. This is how I bent it. So I put my first bend on this part up here so I could get it into the, so I could get it perfectly to line up with the position that I wanted my valve in the open position, which is like that. And here, let me get back here where I can show you this one. So basically the valve is open when it is all the way back like that. So it's got to be in that orientation, not this orientation. If it's in that orientation, the valve is open, so exhaust gases are free flow through here. So you want to make sure it's all the way turned backwards. Well, you know, backwards from the front is the way I look at it. And so what I did was I took this little piece of stainless steel wire and I bent it a couple times. So the first bend is to get it up into the housing right here. And let's see if I can show you. So it's going to go in the there's a hole in the back. It's like it was made for it. So it's going to go in the hole in the back right here, and it's going to fit perfectly inside there. And then all I do is, well, once I get it positioned exactly where I want it, well, I can't hold it in one hand. Again, I got my iPhone in one hand and I'm trying to do so. But anyway, it's going to be about like that. And I'll just tack it to the back of this housing. So that way in the future, if I wanted to get it off, it's just a simple matter of grinding it off and it'll come right off, and then I can put it back stock. But I think this is a whole lot better solution than just trying to straight up tie a zip tie over this thing. But anyway, let me go ahead and get this one finished up, and I'll come back and we'll crank this beast up and I'll let you guys hear it. I'll be back in a few. All right, so I think I'm done. So I got the wire in here. It's nice and welded. In fact, I welded a bridge there. I got a little overzealous on my welding. You know, I don't weld too much, so I felt like I'd just go ahead and build a bridge. So we got a good bridge. I don't think it's coming off no time in the next century. But anyway, that's it. Let me go ahead and get this. Little motor sensor, whatever you want to call it, back on it, and let's get this car down and crank it up, and let's see what she sounds like. All right, guys. Let's see what this thing sounds like now. Got it all completed. So I got the exhaust valves. I'm sorry, the exhaust, not the exhaust valves, but the active exhaust valves open. This is not so much of a cold start. I started a while ago, but first let me see the remote starter work, because it didn't work a while ago, because it seems like it won't let me remote start it twice in a row. It only do it once and not get back in the car. But let's see what happens. So lock and 2 times. Yeah, it's gonna start. Here we go. Can't hear me back there, but let's walk away from it. I mean, okay, so I have the quad tips, no resonators, pretty much no mufflers. It's just some little Dynamax bullets basically on there. So really there's no mufflers on the car. It's just got the original cats. But that's what one sounds like. Let me get back over here again. So this is what it sounds like. Now I don't know how well that's going to pick up on the video, but these iPhones actually amazingly have great microphones. So that's what it sounds like with the active exhaust all the way open. No resonators, no stock mufflers, just some small Dynamax bullets, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to know what it sounds like on idle, that's what it sounds like. And it's kind of cold today, but I'll go ahead and give you guys a ride in it, and we'll see how it sounds going down the road with maybe a window down or something. So we'll do that next. All right, so let's go take this Hellcat red eye for a ride. And so I'm gonna just show you what it sounds like from inside the house, and it's running outside right now. And we'll open the door, and this is what it sounds like. It sounds so good. It's not really all that loud, you know, even with pretty much no mufflers, no resonators, no nothing. And now the active exhaust is open, so it sounds pretty good. You get, I think with the, let me go back here because you probably can't hear me talk. But I think with the exhaust valves, or the, you know, the active exhaust open on idle now, it just seems like you have more of a raspy sound to it, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it, but it does. I mean, it almost has the, you know, 70s I don't have a catalytic converter muscle car sound. It's not quite there because, you know, cats are going to take away a lot of that, but it does sound much better. So let's go get on the road and let's check it out. All right, so I'm on the road and just cruising along about 44, 45 miles an hour. I do have the window down. It's freaking cold today. Good thing for heated seats in the Hellcat, right? I love these heated seats, but tush warmers, if you will. But this is what it sounds like just cruising around. It's not really that much louder. And we'll make a turn here and I'll get on it and we'll see what it sounds like. But I mean, just riding around, cruising around is totally acceptable. It's not loud at all, so it sounds really good. Let's go here and let's make a little pull and let's see what it sounds like. I really can't get on it hard because these tires are cold, these roads are cold. You know what these things do? They spin. We'll try it. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Woo! So that's with the window down, and let's see here. I'll try to get another pull here in a minute. It's kind of sketchy on these back roads around here, and a lot of traffic. Really can't do much. That's the only problem with having a Hellcat. When you got a lot of traffic, you can't really play much. It is what it is. But we'll get another one in right here in a minute. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna do a little easier for this time. I can't even stay hooked. And I've got traction control on too. I mean, that's just normal mode. That's not even sport mode. Let's put this thing in. Let's put it in sport mode. It's gonna be worse. It's not gonna get any traction at all. It's gonna be bad. Sport. All right, we're in sport mode now. I'm not even gonna try a track. There's no traction in track mode at all. I mean, no traction control. So, but I mean, the point is for you just to hear what the exhaust sounds like. I think track mode would completely disable the turn off the active exhaust where it's wide open anyway. So this is just sport mode right here. Let's see what we got. I will not get any traction at all. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. There's just no traction, but hope you can hear that. It sounds good. I'm really impressed at how well this thing sounds. And I know for a fact doing the active exhaust mod at pretty much idle and low speeds, you can tell it gives a little more raspy tone to it. But as far as riding around, I mean, as soon as you get on it, it's going to open up those that active exhaust valves anyway. So I don't really think it matters, once you're actually underway and driving, unless you're in track mode. I think in track mode they're all way open. So, but Yeah, it sounds good. We'll get another one here. I'm going in circles really. And there's quite a bit of traffic around here, so it's almost like I gotta be way out in the country. Woo! There you go. I hope it comes through on the mic. I got my phone on a mount here on my dash, so that's the reason why I had to turn it in that orientation. I know it kind of sucks for a video, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all get the idea. Yep, good stuff. So I think now I'm gonna put the window up because it's getting real cold around here. It's a little cold today. All right. Now that's with the window closed. I have all the windows closed, and we'll give it another tug here in a minute. Yeah, it's pretty loud. I still have cats loud. We'll just put it that way. It's not. I don't have catalytic converters, muscle car loud. Basically, is where we're at. And it just spins the whole way. All it wants to do is spin. That's crazy. That's why you love these cars. That's why you gotta love them. It's a tire eating machine. That's about it. It can go in a straight line. About it. Although I do, me and my son want to put this car on a track and just see how far we can push it, you know, before we lose it. And I'm sure we'll lose it real quick in the turns. But yeah, I think it'd be something fun to do. I have drove in the Richard Petty race car driving experience, so I kind of have an idea of what a real race car should feel like on a racetrack. So you know, I'm not totally you know, ignorant when it comes to feeling what a real race car, or you know, close to as a real race car as I'll ever get, would feel on a racetrack with slicks, you know, turning left. So, but yeah, but this car is just, it's fun to drive if you drive within its means, and you know it's going to spin, and you know it's not going to make turns fast. Just have fun with it, and that's what I enjoy doing. Is there a popo in there somewhere? Nope. But I grew up, my first car was a 1985 Ford Mustang GT 5.0, and in the 20 years on that car, from the time I was about 16 to the time I was, well, 30, I guess, I lost it one time, and that's when I was 16. I was, you know, pulling stupid, and the road was wet, and I was going around a curve, and I spun it out. Of course, you know, that car only had 225 horsepower when I was 16, right? I was using every bit of 225.5 horsepower I could get out of that car. And I spun that thing around and in the road and hit the ditch and got it all muddy. And the funny thing was, hang on, let me get out here on the road. A lot of traffic. Hold that thought for a minute. Hold my beer. No. Lots of traffic, guys. There you go. Bye-bye. These people are looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, where I was at? The Mustang, 16 years old. And I spun that thing out coming home from school one day. Right close to school, as a matter of fact, right close to the high school. And I spun it out, hit the ditch, ran into the ditch. It was muddy, got mud all over the car, and I was so afraid my daddy was going to whoop my ass. And if he found out I spun that car out, just about wrecked it. I think I tore off some of the, you know, underneath the bumper on the front of it, but when I got it home, I cleaned it up and washed it real good, and I used zip ties or something to tie that bumper back up on that Mustang. And my daddy never found out about it. I never I never told him, and I don't know, to this day, I'm 53 years old, he's 85. To this day, I don't think he ever knew I did that. Now, I mean, I'm sure he could probably figure out I done a lot of crazy shit when I was, a youngin'. But I done my share of crazy stuff when I was a teenager, that's for sure, in my 20s. And I guess now, that's why when you're 50-some years old, you drive something with, 800 horsepower, you kind of tend to respect it. But on that same note, I like to be a kid again, and I love to drive the thing the way it was meant, I guess. That's if I want to go and just start spinning tires, I'll go spin tires. But I know when to get out of it and save it, so. But I guess the older I get, I'm just a kid at heart, and I love having fun with it. So it's just a lot of fun. It's a fun car to drive, and I'll never be able to afford the exotics or the those nice Lamborghinis or McLarens or Ferraris or Porsches or anything like that. This is about as close to I don't know, muscle car, exotic car I'll ever get. But it's definitely just a lot of fun, that's for sure. But yeah, good stuff. Let's go down here and we're going to try to get out of this traffic right here. It's just where I live, traffic abounds. It's crazy. All right. You can have some fun on this road right here. A little bit of fun. We'll put the window back down so you can hear it a little bit. It's going to be cold again. It's just cold in North Carolina today. It's freezing. I'm ready for spring. I get some more traction on this Hellcat because it don't have no traction when it's cold, that's for sure. None. None. Oh, it sounds so good. It's what every teenage boy wants, isn't it? Yep. Fun car. I can't go so fast, or I don't want to lose it on these curves. It's a blast, and I'm so glad I have one. I feel blessed, and Dodge is gonna stop making these things, so I feel even more blessed. And so I think I'm gonna start leaving the car in the garage more and driving it less. I mean, I'm gonna still drive it, but I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm not gonna drive it daily every day. So yeah. Oh my God, there is a bicyclist in the middle of the road here. What in the world have we got? Holy shit. Came out of Mexico down here. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Woo! That'll get your blood pumping right there, that's for sure. Oh my God. Okay, easy, Mitch. We're gonna go easy. We're about back over here at the house. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this video up, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope y'all come back to my channel. I'm just a small YouTuber and trying to build a name for No Grip. It's taken a while for me to get used to the No Grip name, the No Grip channel, but I've had it for so long, I don't think I'm gonna change. I think it's gonna stick, so I'm gonna just roll with it. But anyway. This is No Grip, and if you like the video, subscribe. Leave me some comments, guys. I don't get many comments on my videos, but just leave me some comments, and if you like it, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and the more folks I get to subscribe to my channel, and the more views I get, it just makes me want to make more videos. And if I don't get the views and I don't get the subscribers, you know, that tells me a lot. So I've started making some more videos here in the past couple of weeks, if y'all have noticed, because I'm actually starting to get some more subscribers and I'm getting some more views. So, and I know it's proportional, right? It's based on the content I put up, and if I put more videos up, I'm gonna get more views and I'm gonna get more subs. But it kind of works both ways, you know. I'm basing it off of, you know, how my channel's doing and what's going on. So anyway, I'd really appreciate it, and we'll see how this one goes, and hopefully we put another video up short, you know, soon. All right, guys, I'm finished ranting. I just run my mouth, but anyway, we'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.